Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. You know what I'm about to say. 30-year professional makeup artist, worked in Hollywood, created mature makeup masterclass because I don't know about you, but about 40, I started noticing makeup didn't look the same on me. So I created a whole masterclass of 23 videos on mature technique, all budgets, all different types of makeup. And that is yours for the low price of $67. If you're not sure it's for you, you can always go to my link and watch the intro video. It's under 2 minutes, okay? Today, I'm so excited to do a whole face of Seint today, and the star today is going to be this beautiful color called Waltz. It is our color of the month for August. It kind of looks like a light gray, but it's actually a beautiful medium, kind of a gray taupe. And I'm really excited to do that today. We're gonna do a super easy smoky eye, and we're gonna do some complexion. I'll do the smoky eye first for those of you who are really just here to see a smoky eye with Waltz, and then I'll finish with complexion. I like to do eyes first because then if anything drops, boom, we can clean it up and take care of it, okay? My skin is prepped with all my Sonia Roselli skincare. I have Naked Sundays on, which to me is such a good, it's an SPF, but there's a primer built in. But to me, it just it's not tinted, but it floods my flaws. Like it lightens all my sunspots. So here it is. It's kind of like a pearly color, and it just kind of lightens your skin. See the difference? It just lightens the skin, and it makes my skin look better than it is. That's why this is still my number one. What has it been, a year and a half now? Naked Sundays still my number one. It's now at Ulta, by the way, but it's also at Target. So you can get it in any of those places. I can also put a link, and you can always buy it through my link. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's why I'm so excited. Last night I did a first Facebook Live. I haven't done a Facebook Live in, I don't remember the last time. I used to only do Facebook Lives long before TikTok. I loved Facebook Live. I love connecting in real time with my followers, with brand new people asking questions. I love live videos. I love them. Please let me know in comments if you love live videos. We do have live video here on YouTube, and I haven't quite figured out how to do it and how to get people on the live. It's almost like you have to schedule it in advance and let everyone know, like, hey, Friday at 8 p.m. we're gonna do a live. So I don't know if I love that right now, but Facebook Live is easy. Easy. You just turn on the camera and you just start doing makeup and you just talk. I had a lot of you over on Facebook Live. A lot of my Seint customers and friends were over on my Facebook Live. And they told me over there they love live videos. And I love it because I can talk to you in real time. I love it. Can answer questions. So if you're not following me on Facebook, not my personal page, because I really don't post on that anymore, but I have a business page called Mature Makeup Masterclass. And I'm going to do a lot of live Seint videos over there. Now I might do other makeup too here and there, but I'm really gonna focus on Seint videos on live Facebook. So go over there, follow my page. And then what I didn't do is I didn't let anyone know I was going live. I just went live. What everyone said in comments is, could you send like a early post in the day or a notification that you're gonna go live so we know to expect it? And I'm like, oh, duh, that's so smart. So I'll do that too. So that's why you should be following me over on Mature Makeup Masterclass on Facebook. So yeah, then I did the live and I just did simple makeup. Like I just filled this with a foundation, a bronzer, a blush, and then 2 demi. So yeah, demi fits in here too. It was 2 demi and then blush, bronzer, highlight, which last night I used Candlelit. Y'all, the whole night I kept looking at myself in the mirror going, I feel so pretty. I feel so pretty. When I wear Seint makeup, I just feel so pretty. And you know, I still do makeup. I still do Seint makeup once a week, always Wednesday nights. But you know, since I got into the Ulta Beauty Collective in June, I'm in there for 1 year. I've got so much PR coming. I'm trying so many different brands. And I did Charlotte Tilbury on Saturday. I felt beautiful. I felt so beautiful in Charlotte Tilbury, but it was a lot of work, right? Seint was like 5 minutes. I felt so beautiful. And I was like, I forget. I've been doing Seint for 2.5 years. I forget how beautiful it is. I forget how it makes me feel. This is why we started the Look Good Close Up Club, right? Because I felt so beautiful close up wearing Seint, and I would get feedback from people. Wow, your skin's even prettier in person. That's because in person, we use our eyes. We're not using a high def camera. High def camera hyper focuses on things that you cannot see with the naked eye. So any of my sunspots that you see on camera, you can't really see them with the naked eye. Even some of my closest friends will often say, oh my gosh, your skin is just so clear and beautiful today. But on camera, you can see every little freckle, you can see everything that you don't see in person. So this is why I love the Look Good Close Up Club. This is why I teach you how to look good close up. And the best way for me to teach you how to look good close up is Seint, and also really good skin prep, right? Really good skincare and skin prep. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Waltz, and we are going to start with a little bit of powder. So shadow, any type of powder shadow blends on powder, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of our vanilla dusting powder on my eyelids. I'm not priming it. I'm not doing any foundation. I'm not doing demi. I'm not doing concealer. I'm just doing a soft powdery eyeshadow lid, okay? And then we are gonna take, let's see, I think I'm gonna take this little flat rougher brush, and I also have Seint brushes in a minute too, but here's what I'm gonna do. This is so easy. You're not gonna believe how easy this is. We are gonna take Waltz, and I'm just gonna start building it up. What's so pretty about Waltz is regardless of what season you are, I talk a lot about seasons. I am a warm spring, which means I'm a flow season of spring and fall. I can wear some spring, some fall, not all spring, not all fall, some spring, some fall. That's warm spring. But this is gonna be absolutely beautiful with my hair color and my skin tone. You can wear this if you are an autumn. You can wear this definitely if you're a summer, because look at how soft that is. And it's beautiful on a winter. So I think it's one of those neutral shades any season can wear. Anyone can wear Waltz. So isn't that fun? I love Dream too. I hope we come out with Dream next year as a permanent, shade. Dream is so pretty, and it's really pretty in the brows if you have warm hair. It's a great brow shadow for warm eyebrows. Okay, so did you see how easy that was? That's it. I did this brush. I wanted something kind of flat, so I grabbed this. I could have grabbed a Seint brush, but okay, there we go. Now, I am going to grab a Seint brush for this part, because I'm going to use this little Sigma switch. It takes, we have our little brush tiles, but I don't know where mine are. So I'm just going to take the pigment out of this brush. And now I'm going to go in with this brush, and I don't know, you know, we don't put our brushes on here, but it's fluffy on this end and it's like a bullet. It's not the bright brush. The bright brush is longer and thinner, but they look similar, don't they? But it's not. It's more of a little bullet. I don't know what it's called, but we're gonna take the bullet side and we're gonna do some Waltz, and I'm gonna go under the eye. Now, some of you have said you don't like shadow under the eye. That's okay. You don't have to put shadow under the eye. Isn't that great? You don't have to. You get to do it your way. Okay? There. We got a little bit smoked under the eye. And then we've got a little bit all over. Now I'm going to take a little bit more I'm going to concentrate it a little bit more in my outer crease, just a little bit more. But see, it doesn't build up too dark. It's kind of the easiest smoky eye, other than using like maybe a chunky eyeshadow pencil. This is probably the easiest smoky eye you'll ever do in your life. Look at that. That's all that's on my eye. Just this. So easy. Okay? Now, let me show you how I will finish the eye with this. Now, I love, is this, no, let's see. Is that cocoa or coal? I wish I had coal. I don't think I have it here. Oh, here's coal. Let's see. Nope. Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Black Friday eyeliner. I used this last night and a few people in my lives were like, oh my gosh, I've never bought that in all my years that I've used Seint. I've never bought Black Friday eyeliner. I'm like, well, you need it. It's great and you'll have it forever. You will have it forever. Okay, so I'm gonna just take an angle brush and I'm gonna dip it in my Black Friday eyeliner, and I'm going to go up on my waterline or my tight line. This is called tight line when we go up, because we are doing a tight eyeliner. See that? See how these lashes now look more dark than these? It's such a great trick, especially for hooded eyes. If you have a hooded eye and you're like, hey, I can't wear eyeliner because I put it on and you don't see it because my hood makes it disappear, that's why you need tight line. Now, if you have super watery eyes, because I've had some of you say, well, I've tight lined and it doesn't stay on, or it smears and goes all over my face. Couple things. One, some women just have watery eyes. I did for years. It was dry eye. I got a prescription. I do a drop a day in my eyes of Restasis. You know what time it is. Okay. It's changed my life. Restasis has changed my life. My eyes aren't watery anymore. But some women just have watery eyes. And if you do have watery eyes, I'm sorry to tell you, very little makeup will stay on your eyes because the water is just warm, it's salty, it just eats all your makeup off. So there's not a lot you can do about that, except try a prescription. Also, some women have overactive oil glands in their eyes, their eyelids. You produce a little bit more oil than some other people. And so you have trouble keeping eyeliner on. Again, not a lot you can do. I find for women like that, you can't even really go up into the tight line because it's just not gonna stick. But there is, this is what I find works, is the Stila waterproof felt pins. And they're waterproof. I mean, I have trouble taking them off at night. They are truly, truly waterproof. And you would do it just on your upper eyelid. That's what I recommend for women who just overproduce everything. They just can't keep any eye makeup on, okay? So now I'm gonna take the Black Friday eyeliner and on the Seint website, it actually has its own category. It's not under eyeshadows, even though it looks like a little eyeshadow. Okay. We're not done now. We're just doing a little bit. I'm not doing the whole eyelid. I'm just doing the outer corners. Looking in the mirror, trying to make sure it's a little bit even. You don't have to do a wing. I just always feel really cute with a wing. It's just kind of my signature look. Makes me feel fun and flirty, but I am not telling you you need a wing. Not everyone needs a wing, okay? So I just have it in the outer corners only. See that? Just a little bit. Little bit. My wings never match because I have 2 different eye shapes and 2 different brow shapes. See how this brow is real lifted and this brow is like that? So we're just, you know, we're dealing with 2 different eye shapes. It's okay. Most of us have 2 different eye shapes. I want to show you my eyes, how they're going to look in a minute here. Okay. Let me see. Is this coal? Let me see if this is, I hope this is this coal? I really want the shadow coal. It is coal. We have coal. Coal is a beautiful black brown, but it's brown. This is what I was wanting to use with Waltz. Okay, good. It won't go into my, okay. So now I'm gonna go back in with my little bullet, and I'm gonna get coal, and I'm gonna go over this Black Friday eyeliner because it's gonna set it. And then watch, I'm gonna go on that outer corner. Do you see how I did that? Look, I'm rolling the brush. I'm going on the outside of the eye. Don't worry if it's kind of messy right now. I'm not blending it yet. I'm just placing it. I'm not blending it yet. But by putting this kohl on the lash line, it makes the Waltz look even more smoky. But you get to kind of play and decide. You know, I'm here to kind of guide you. I'm here to give you ideas, but your eyes are different than mine. Your skill level is different than mine. Play around and see. We have to be our own guinea pigs. Sometimes something's going to work out and sometimes it's not. And guess what? That happens even to me. More so as I'm getting older. I'll try something and it just doesn't quite work out in real life the way it was going to work out in my head. And that's just because we're older and things just don't always work as well. I'm going to take a little kohl in my outer corners. You can see how we're starting to get real smoky, okay? And I'm just, again, taking it on the outer eyelid and just the outer crease, okay? I have a little bit more on this side than this side. So I'm gonna do a little bit more. Okay, got 2 different eye shapes going on. Now I'm gonna go back with this brush. This is my original brush that has Waltz on it. You could even dip into Waltz real quick, just dip real lightly. And then we're gonna go back over the kohl because we wanna soften it, okay? See, I'm just gonna go over all of it. I'm even going over the eyelid. I'm even going in the outer corner, okay? And then if you get some in here, it's okay, we can wipe it off. We don't have any of our foundation on yet. We can go into that. And all right, look at that. Do you see how smoky that is? It's real smoky, but it's not too dark. I promise you, it's not. This can work for day or night. If you do this in the day, you don't have to put anything on your waterline. It'll look lighter if you don't put anything on your waterline. But since I'm going for a true smoky eye is darkest at the waterline and it gets lighter as it goes out, okay? So here we go. We're all nice and blended. We've got the Waltz blended everywhere, okay? That's it. Can you believe that's all that's on my eyes is Waltz and kohl? That's it. We haven't put anything else on yet. I do think I'd like a little bit of this Aries. Let's do a little Aries for, let's see. I'm trying to find a Seint brush. Oh, here, we can take this little Seint brush. This is the one that's like a long paddle on this side, and this side is a little tiny guy, and we're gonna do some Aries. I like a little bit of Aries right in that inner corner, just to add the tiniest bit of sparkle, just the tiniest bit. We're not going crazy. Just a little bit of sparkle in that inner eye. Now, I'm going to show you something that's probably not a shade of the month until next month. But do you see this color? So here's Waltz, and do you see this color? This color is called Ring, as in like your ring finger. And look, it's like this beautiful shimmer. It's kind of like a warm gray. Do you see that? I'm gonna put a tiny bit on the center of my eye. Watch, just a tiny bit. Now I know that's, you can't get it yet, Ring, but I'm showing you now because when Ring comes on the market, you'll go, oh, I remember Michelle showing me that, I'm gonna get that. I don't even have to go look at other Seint artists and what they think. I already know Michelle showed this and she loved it. Look at how pretty. See that little bit of shimmer? It's perfect. Look at this, I'm gonna put them together. It's perfect, the Ring with the Waltz. Look at that together. Okay, so I have a little bit of that ring shimmer just on the center of my eyelid. And that's it. Now, I'm gonna go full smoky eye. Going full smoky eye. So I'm going to take more Black Friday, and I'm going to dip my little brush in it again, and I'm gonna do a little bit on my lower waterline. See? It also makes the iris look lighter. Anytime you put something on your waterline, your iris is gonna look even lighter. Now I had a little bit on my waterline because the upper waterline transferred to the lower, but see those eyes? Now I'm gonna put a little bronzer on there later, but we're gonna do that in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put lashes on, I'll be right back. I'm back. Listen, I have to tell you about these. These are Kiss. These are half lashes. It says half lash, but here's what I love about half lashes. Okay, first of all, this is called Glowy Skin. Look at how pretty they are. They're longer out here, they're shorter here, but they're called a half lash, but they go to right here. So it's almost like a 2/3 of your eyes. You don't have to cut them, they fit perfectly. They're comfortable because anytime a lash band comes way in here on this curve, it wants to lift. If you get any type of like teary-eyed or the wind hits your eye and you tear a little bit, like that inner lash just always wants to fight you and lift. So you never want that inner eye getting damp or wet. And so these half lashes are just perfect because they only go to like right about there. And it's like I would call it a 2/3 lash, but how pretty are those? It's called the New Natural Effortless Minimal Look Kiss. These are called Glowy Skin, which is such a funny name, right? It's such a funny name. I'm gonna tell you something else I noticed. I just woke up today and realized it. Look, do you see my crinkles are back? They're coming back. This makes me happy because I have not liked my eyes in 2 months because I Botoxed. I did Dysport. I did these diagonal lines because my injector in Charlotte said, oh, you've got these diagonal lines and once you get them, they'll never go away and they're gonna get deeper and deeper as you age. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, we better do those lines then. And then, so that was fine, we did those, but then, you know, it's like, oh, well, those are gone. Well, this looks weird, so let's do these. Well, what happened? And here's what I figured out. If you don't have apple cheeks, if you don't have like plumper face or plumper apple cheeks, you can get away with Botox around the eyes. A lot of you can. I have friends who have Botox around the eyes and I think it looks great. On me, it doesn't, because when you Botox these muscles where the crow's feet are, they freeze, right? They become frozen. Well, when you smile, my cheek has to go up somewhere, but then now this is frozen, but then the cheek goes up when you smile, and it creates these weird trenches, and it almost looks like I have a little ledge or a little trench, and it's so unflattering. And I know better, and I did it anyway. So see, I have smiley eyes. That's another thing. A lot of people don't have smiley eyes. When they smile, their eyes don't smile. We all have different eyes. We all have different cheeks. I have a combination of smiley eyes and apple cheeks, and it just doesn't work with Botox or Dysport or any injectable. It just doesn't work. So what I've decided to do is just embrace my crow's feet, right? Just embrace it, because it makes my face actually look softer and more genuine. And then what I can do at Christmas is I'm going to do a full TCA peel, because I'm going to need about 2 weeks downtime, no filming. I can do a TCA peel, and then they make a TCA peel just around the eyes, so it helps to kind of like minimize some of the deeper lines. I don't mind having lines, I just don't want them to be super deep. Okay, there you go. There's my PSA on Botox around the eyes. Okay, so I'm so glad I did eyes first, because when I looked in my magnification mirror, I had like little black specks everywhere, so I wiped it away, and now we're gonna do complexion. Now, I'm going to take my Aquaphor, because it is just, look, see how I just tap it? And then I'm gonna go right in here and right out here, okay? And then I'm gonna tap it, I'm gonna go right in here. It just fills in those little nooks and crannies, and it lets your makeup float on top. And then I love it on the pores around the sides of my nose, and then my parentheses, because in my parentheses, I have texture. And if I put the Aquaphor there, again, the makeup floats on top, but stays on great. Try it yourself. Aquaphor is cheap. I don't like a squeezy tube though. I don't like a squeezy tube. There's something about it being hard, like it's hard. So either get a tub, which you'll have a lifetime, look how big that is, or get the barrier stick, not the lip treatment stick, the barrier stick, because then you can do this. You want a hard surface so you're not picking up too much. Do not get the squeezy tube. It does not work. It's the same, not even close. Okay. I'm going to do my Seint differently today than you've seen a lot of other Seint artists do it. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing it this way. I'm also going to leave off blush today. I'm not going to do blush today because I have an important mature blush placement video that I'm going to be doing after this on Instagram and TikTok. So I am not doing blush today, but I will do my beloved Bella bronzer. And you can see I have a couple different, I think this is amber, candlelit, and white peach. I'm going to use a little white peach today. What? I know. Okay, so I'm going to start with my 3D brush. And I'm going to start with candlelit because candlelit is my main color. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit. And I'm going to start going through the center of my face. I'm just picking up a little bit at a time, and I'm just lightly going around my face with it. Okay, I did my nose. I'm gonna do my cheeks. I'm gonna get the veins in the side of my temples. Look, already that vein is gone. See the veins there? I'm gonna do a little bit on the cheeks. Okay, now listen, here's what I'm doing differently. I have a damp blender too. Okay, so I haven't really blended it all in yet, maybe just a little bit. I am gonna put this on most my face, and I'm going to layer my bronzer on top, bronzer and contour on top, and I'll tell you why. Here, I'm gonna take with this side, I'm gonna take White Peach. Ooh, that's a brand new White Peach. See how it's lighter than Candlelit? It's lighter. I want my jawbone to be lighter. Because my neck is light, okay? And I want it to match. But if I put White Peach everywhere, it would be too light and it would show all my texture. So we have to go a little bit deeper. And cream makeup also goes on lighter than it appears in the tin. So that's why the free color match is so important. It's so important if you're brand new to Seint to get the free color match. It's free, why wouldn't you? I have over 10,000 customers in 2.5 years. I can count on like one hand how many returns I've had. Like, people just don't return this because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, but you do get a 30-day money back guarantee. So if for some reason you don't like it, you can return it, get all your money back. But I almost never see returns. It's exciting because that means it works as well as I say it does. Okay, so this is a damp blender that I used in my live video last night. So it's still bouncy and damp without being freshly damp. And I'm just kind of going around where I put everything. Now, here is why you're gonna see a lot of Seint artists say, oh, do your contour and then do your bronzer and do your blush and then put on your highlight color, which is really foundation. Seint called it highlight. It's super confusing, but highlight means foundation in the Seint world. Okay, and the reason why you do it like that is because then everything is one layer. Well, here's the problem, and this is me speaking as a 30-year pro. Sometimes if you put contour and then a little bronzer over it and then start to blend it, it can look a little patchy. It's not always the prettiest blend. I find if I do the foundation first, AKA highlight. Look how good that White Peach looks right there. Some of you need a slightly lighter color on your jawline only. And so sometimes I'll tell you you need 2 or 3 colors. Now sometimes you just need 1. But if you really want to match that neck, you do need a lighter color right here. Now some people have a darker neck. So you don't want a light jawline if you have a darker neck. You want your jawline to match your neck, okay? And this is another thing I do in the color matches. I tell you what to put where. But that White Peach on me is so pretty. If someone said, oh, Michelle, you need Candlelit as your main, but get a little bit of the White Peach for your jawline, I might think, well, now I'll just do Candlelit everywhere. And I could, but if I really want that beautiful match, that White Peach is just so beautiful on my jawline. And then if I ever do self-tanner where I'm a little bit deeper on my chest and neck, then I can go up to amber. Amber's very pretty. And I could even do amber everywhere and still do White Peach right there. So everyone has about 2 to 3 shades. And that's just the nature of how Seint works because we all have different colors on our face. So of course we're gonna have different foundations. We're not just gonna be one foundation. That's what makes Seint so beautiful is it gives you that flexibility to really match your skin. Some people have really red noses and chin. Well, you're not gonna put this light color there. It's gonna show all your texture. You're gonna have to go darker over the red areas. And I help you with all that, okay? But the reason I think it's okay to do an additional layer of contour and bronzer is because now we have the highlight on. You can blend this into it, and I think it blends more beautifully, and I think it's more user-friendly to someone who's not a pro makeup artist. I also think that the areas that we put bronzer and contour are not areas that have a lot of texture. You know, when we squint our eyes, when we smile, we get all these little creases and texture. We don't get a lot of creases and texture on the top of our forehead or our outer face. So that's why I think it's okay to put the foundation everywhere, because now the bronzer is going to blend even easier on top of it, okay? So I'm going to do a little bronzer up here. It creates a little bit of dimension and a little bit of warmth, because if I went into the sun, this is where I would get a little bit of warmth. I'd get a little bit of darker. I also have a 5 head. See, well, maybe I have a 4 head, but I kind of have a 5 head. I kind of have a longer forehead than a lot of people. If you have a real short forehead, you might not need that dimension up there, or you might like it because it makes you feel like when you were in your youth and you got that beautiful suntan on your forehead. Do you see that dimension I have now? But it's a nice warmth, and if you look at it close up, it's not crazy, and you can even go in with your blender and just make sure it blends in together. Do you see how easy that was? That's so easy. Now I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm going to go on my outer cheeks. Not too much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to blend that in a minute, but I'm not doing blush today because I am going to do a whole blush reels. You can go over to my reels today or tomorrow and look for my blush placement tutorial. I have a fun tutorial. It's something I talk about only here on YouTube. Only people on YouTube have ever heard me talk about this particular blush placement for mature women. So you're gonna see it and you're gonna go, oh yeah, I've seen Michelle say that. Oh, I've seen her talk about that before. But only you guys will know. Okay, so then I would like a little bronzer on my nose. A little bit underneath, just a little bit. Okay, and then we'll go in. Now I haven't put anything under my eyes yet, but I'm gonna do demi. I am. Okay. Oh, you know what we need to do? I said I was going to do a little bronzer on the eyes, and that's because I have this smoky eye and I want to bring just the tiniest bit of bronzer into it. There. See how little bronzer I put, but see how it just brought a little bit of bronzer to the eye? Here it is without, here it is with. Tiny bit. I'm using the detail brush. I'm using the opposite side of the detail brush, and I'm just doing the tiniest bit of bronzer, and boom, we're done. That's it. We're done. Do a little bit more on my nose. Okay. No blush today. That's okay. I've done blush a million times. And then we'll take this and just make sure it's all seamless. Feels good. Feels really good. Okay, time for demi. I'm gonna keep this super simple today. Is my demi brush here? No, where's my demi brush? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to take my 03, because the peach, the orange and the peach cancels out blue and purple. Maybe it doesn't show on camera, but I am really, really purple under my eyes. Really purple. Like in kind of a pinky way, like really. And then I'm gonna go take a little 01, a lighter color. I'm gonna go over some of these veins, and then I'm gonna go up into my outer eye. Not even re-dipping, I'm just taking what I had. See how that kind of lifts that outer eye a little bit? But look, see here, we've got some of the purple, And now here, the peach canceled it. It's amazing. One of you emailed me and you love it. You love Seint, you love Demi. Forget your name, is it Darla? Might be Darla. Anyway, you sent me a picture. It looked absolutely beautiful. If the first word, when I see your photo and you have a full face of Seint, the first words that come to mind is creamy radiant, then you know you nailed it. And she did, she nailed it. She did such a beautiful job. But she's like, I still see a little bit of darkness under the eye. Now, part of that is a three-dimensional issue, but in her particular dark areas, I think she just needed to go a little bit heavier with the 03, okay? So you can actually take a tiny bit. I'm gonna rock some around my nose. I know I've always said, don't use your fingers. I've said that for years. Don't use your fingers. Well, guess what? Lately, I've been using my fingers and it covers better. So if you wanted to rock your finger on it, just pick a little up, just kind of rocking your finger, and then you can do that. Try it and see. Remember, what do I always say? We are our own guinea pigs. You have to be your own guinea pig. I can only show you so much. Your face is different from mine. Your lighting's different from mine. Your age, your skin texture, your color under your skin. We are all so different. So you have to experiment a little bit. You just have to. Okay, now we are gonna do not a black lip liner on our lips. No, we are not. Here we go. I'm gonna do just a little liner. Right, now I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of our gloss Desert Sunset. That's it. I just want a really nude, glossy mouth. I love that. Okay, let's do a little powder because so many of you will be like, Michelle, powder your face. So you can go into the T-zone, anywhere where I like to go around the nose, but I like to keep that shine on the cheeks, so I'm not gonna touch that. A little on the chin, a little on the upper lip, so we never look like we're having a hot flash. And then I will even take a little bit of powder on the outside of the face so my hair doesn't stick to my face. And look at that. I need blush, I know that. I really need blush, but look at how glowy. I don't even have an illuminator on. I don't need it. Look how glowy I am. I do not need, now we have illuminators and they're pretty, but I just feel so beautiful and glowy. It's like, why do I want to add one more glowy thing to my face that's gonna cause my hair to stick to it? You know? I just really, really love the smoky eye. Do you see how natural that smoky eye looks close up? Look at that. That's not dark and scary. It's really not. What you're seeing, the darkness is the lashes because they're black, and then that little tiny bit of the Black Friday eyeliner. And then I have it up on my tight line, waterline, and then I have a little bit on the lower waterline, because anytime you rim the eye with darkness, you want the smoky to smoke out. And that's what a smoky eye is. A true smoky eye always has a dark rim, and then it's dark around the lashes, and then it gets lighter as it goes out, okay? So there you have it. That is Waltz. And then I have a little bit of that shimmer called Ring, which hopefully they bring that out in September, because that is such a beautiful shadow. I love this shadow combo, even with my warm hair and this warm top. I think any season can wear Waltz. I think Waltz is one of those safe, smoky neutral colors that any season can wear. And I think you need it. I sure do. Okay, I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for being here. Remember, I'm gonna do this exact look on a Facebook Live. So this is posting Wednesday night. I'm gonna do this same eye look on Facebook Live. If you wanna catch me live over on my Facebook channel, I don't know if it's gonna be 7 or 8 Central. It'll be 1 p.m., 7 or 8 p.m. Central, but I'm gonna do this exact eye look on my Facebook Live, okay? Because not everyone watches YouTube, or some people just like to check in and say hi, and they like to hear hi back, or they might have a question, and then that's what I love live videos for. Next Wednesday, I'm so excited. I am doing a mature bride makeup. So I'm gonna pretend I'm getting married. How would I do my makeup with Seint? So it's beautiful in person, but also beautiful on camera. How would I do that? Now, it's not just for mature brides. You could be a mother of the bride, mother of the groom. You could be an older bridesmaid. You could be going to a high school reunion. You could be going to a big anniversary date night. You could be going to a big birthday party. It doesn't matter. It's basically special occasion makeup. But the reason I'm calling it mature bridal is because the shades I'm gonna use lend themselves beautifully to a bridal look. And I think that even going into fall, like this is gonna be a classic timeless look that works year round. It doesn't matter what time of year you're getting married. This will be a timeless classic look, okay? But I really want to do that next week because I think there's so many women out there looking for special occasion makeup, and there are a lot of women getting married later in life, but you don't have to be a bride to pull off the makeup. You can absolutely do the same look I'm going to do next week could be for any special occasion. Okay, so check back next Wednesday for a mature special occasion look, aka bridal. I hope that you had fun watching this today. I had fun doing it. I feel absolutely beautiful. I'm looking in the mirror. I just need blush. I'm like really going, oh, I need blush, but I don't want to take it off and then start over. So we're just gonna do a nude face today. But look at that glow. Look at how pretty that is close up. It's just beautiful makeup, and every time I catch a glimpse of myself, I'm reminded how beautiful I feel in Seint makeup. Of course, it's cream. Of course, cream is going to be beautiful on mature skin, okay? Get your free color match. Thank you for being here. I love you. God loves you. I hope you always remember that, and I will see you next week. Oh, and this Saturday, budget skincare video. Bye for now.